Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Capricorn in all placements. It's timeless as always. Getting some prosperity dust on the table. And I'm going to start with a couple of angel cards. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you. We've got wisdom. Angel at the top of a mountain holding a lantern. Very hermit style. What looks like snowy mountains. Balance. An angel balancing on the middle part of the E. The end of the word. Arms outstretched. Tightrope walking. It almost looks like an angel on a snowboard. Something, I don't know, snowy? Are you going somewhere snowy? Have you been? Are you, I don't know, it's, there's still some snowy places in the world, even though, at least in the northern hemisphere, we're moving into warmer weather, but let's see, what month is it? It's April. I think some resorts, ski resorts may still be open, so maybe you're going for, you know, the last hurrah of the season or something, or you're going somewhere. Anyway, wisdom and balance. Finding your balance, having gained some wisdom, being able to shine the light, to lead the way for yourself, for others. Feeling in balance because of the wisdom that you have gained. You have had a lot of experiences. You have had a lot of times when you didn't know what you were doing. And because of that, through that, you have learned so much that has brought you to this place where you're like, oh, I understand why all that happened now. It's helped you to learn how to bring yourself into balance. So let's go to Wisdom of the Oracle. Why? Number 31. Fork in the road in reverse. Lucky number 13. So we've got 31 and 13. 2 4s. Stability. You know, and 2 is often known as the number of balance, but 4, like you think about 4 legs on a table. If you take away one of those legs, it's out of balance. So 4, you know, stability also has an element of balance in it. And obviously, you know, being a multiple of 2, there's inherently the balance in that number. To the sea, number 7. Okay. You may be faced with a choice. By the way, this could have already happened. Everyone's on a different timeline. You know, or it's upcoming. Anyway, I feel like you are in the process of exploring your motivations, your ulterior motives, your just reason why. See, this character is reaching for a book. The book has wings. It appears that the book has just landed. And so you are gaining knowledge with this wisdom. Something is coming to you dropping out of the sky, dropping off the shelf, that could be helping you figure out your reason for doing something. It has to do with making a choice. It has, and really what this comes down to is you may have found yourself in a situation, or this could be something that is kind of ongoing through different scenarios, situations, where you have trouble making decisions. And so you might choose to let others make the decision for you, or to let things play out. And the thing with that is you're still making a decision, but now you have given your power away to make the choice for yourself, because not choosing is still a choice. And there's something here that you are looking at. Why do I do this? Or if it's a specific scenario, specific situation, why have you chosen not to make the choice? And ultimately, what do you do about it? I feel like you could be in this very Zen mentality of, I just want to see where things take me. This, you may be very intentional about not making a choice. You just want to see what happens. It's like you're in this place of going with the flow, letting the universe lead you. It can also be where you are having, okay, how do I say this? Like being in this energy of questioning, right? You're looking at where you may possibly given your power away, and you're maybe figuring out, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Maybe like making choices is not comfortable for you at all, for whatever reason. And so you're in this place of going with the flow. You're like, okay, I'm going to make a decision and then see where it goes, and try not to control the outcome. Let me keep going. What's the challenge here? Going with Heart's Hidden Secrets. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. Loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. Abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. This feels like you're clinging to potentially somebody that you're still hanging on. You're still obsessing over somebody. You still have a sense of loyalty to someone who has left the scene, who has walked away. There's no connection there anymore. You may feel abandoned. This could be you also like kind of abandoning yourself because of this clinging energy, putting someone or something else first. It's like you can't separate yourself. You not that you can't. It's challenging. You're having trouble letting go. You're like hyper loyal to something or someone that has either left you out or, let's see, this could even be an idea or a concept. Something that you you abandoned long ago, but you still, maybe you have a newfound sense of loyalty to something. Somehow this hanging on, this obsession, even spying, this loyalty has to do with not making a choice. Maybe I keep coming back to, maybe this is speaking to you abandoning yourself once again, because you are staying loyal to, let's say, somebody who has left, who has walked away, and you're not letting it go, or you're hoping maybe that this person will come back. And so you're not moving forward, because in this image, this four-legged creature has a leash, but it's just laying on the ground, and it could easily walk away, but it's not. It's like you're not taking the leash, taking the lead, to go in a direction that is good for you. You're in this place of going with the flow, of like letting the currents take you, waiting to see. Yeah, waiting to see if someone's going to come back. So what do you want? Let's look at that. Go with the Radical Abundance deck. What do you want? Get a little more clarity on this. What do you want? Guidance. All right. Got a crow there popping out of dude's head. Crow is holding a, I don't know, staff with a skull at the top. Guidance from the past, from what has died. Having. You want to have guidance about the past. There is a holding on. There is obsession. You want to have something that you don't have. Beauty. Something you consider very beautiful. Someone you consider beautiful. You want guidance around how to get what you want, how to become beautiful, how, like, your perception of what beautiful is, or something or someone that you consider beautiful. Hearts in the eyes. You don't have what you want. You want to have, it's like, oh, I'm going to get it wrong. It's that Sheryl Crow song. It's not about, I'm not going to get it right. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember that. And then I never do. It's not about like having what you want, but wanting what you have. And that's not right. Anyway, you get the idea. So let's see. Let's look at the guides of the hidden realms. I feel like this is going to bring some guidance to you. You're looking for, You're looking for guidance, first and foremost. Enough for now and always. You are enough. Worthiness, faith in needs being met. 30. And that came out in reverse. You don't feel like you're worthy. Death reclaims a life. Natural endings, grief, letting go, the sacred quality of death. Love and partnership, collaboration, intimacy, power dynamics, number 12 in reverse. 21 and 12. It's interesting, we have two inverted numbers, 31, 13, 21, 12. Yeah, see, you feel like your ego has taken a huge hit because something ended. Somebody left, they walked away, and you're in the process of trying to come to terms with this. The partnership ended. And you are clinging and hanging on. And what needs to happen is you coming to terms with that and letting, it's like you've gone through the grieving process, but you just can't let it go. There's something in you that is just, it's like, because your ego took such a hit, it's causing you to remain stuck in this energy of something's wrong with me. That's why this happened. Something is wrong with me. There is shame here. And feeling like you're not enough. You're not worthy of having someone or something beautiful in your life. This really ties back to it. This doesn't have to do with this person at all, but some innate feelings that you have of unworthiness, that, some trauma that you have picked up, or things like faulty thinking that you picked up like early on. And so this situation has happened as a way to help you learn, to help you experience something that, and to work your way through something that, even though your ego took a hit, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It's something to help guide you back to yourself, and to help you understand that the having that you want, you already have what you need. You already have yourself. You are enough. Okay, so where are we going from here? Let's go to the Moonology deck. See, the thing is, I don't know, maybe you're through this experience, you are gaining wisdom about your past, who you are, who you believe yourself to be. I feel like that is changing. I feel like because we started with wisdom and balance, it's like you're figuring this out. Where's this going? Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Your hard work is paying off, New Moon in Capricorn. See? Yeah. You're figuring this out. You're working, you're looking at why. Why are you so obsessed? Why can't you let this go? You're kind of digging down into the core of the issue, which isn't about whatever has happened. It's about your inner sense of, your deepest sense of self-worth. Don't let your pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. Yeah, see, I think this has to do with you're learning how to move through the resistance that your ego is putting up. This pride is connected to your ego. This part of you that is, it is the wounded child. It's the part that feels abandoned. And there's a pain. It's like, we have buttons that get pushed. So, say someone recently pushed a button, walked away, abandoned, whatever. And the point is not that they push the button, but that the button is there to be pushed. And that's the core of the issue. Figuring out where that button came from and how do you deactivate it, right? And so it's ultimately about making friends with your ego. It's about nurturing and comforting that wounded child, because the ego is there to help protect us and keep us safe. And so when something happens, the ego is like, I'm going to fight against this. I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to hang on. And, there's all these kind of conflicting emotions, but it's like, when you get to the core of it, it's about recognizing that you need to provide the care and the nurturing for yourself that you may never have gotten. And so it's kind of taking your ego, because a lot of people talk about fighting against the ego or abolishing the ego, or we're human. Like, we need our ego. That's a part of who we are. It's a part of our makeup. So rather than fighting against, because what you resist persists, it's about holding the space and loving all the parts of ourselves. That's the shadow work, right? And so you are figuring out how to nurture this part of yourself that feels so unworthy, and to recognize that that is a false belief. A personal issue reaches resolution. See? Yeah. You're resolving this issue. And that's why this wisdom is here. And you may have already gotten through a majority of this. This could just be confirmation that, yep, you're on the right track, or you have done it. Well done. Good job. I want to get some cards from the guides. Gateway of Light activation. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. Wounds are healed. I love this. I talk about this sometimes. When we are in the healing process, it's kind of an uncomfortable, even painful process. But we get to the other side of the healing and we are now healed. That's when the peace comes in. That's when we're like, oh, I feel so much better now. I'm so glad to be back to where I was, or, back to a place of feeling good, or at least feeling decent again, right? And there's still, recharging. There's still a period of time of needing to fortify yourself, to rest and care, continue this nurturing. That's a part of the wisdom, is self-care, learning what you need to fulfill yourself, to give yourself what you never got, potentially, or got very little of. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. There's progress here. I don't know. I mean, technology, you may be using some kind of technology to, it's not necessarily a physical book, but there's information. You're gathering information. Somehow you are doing something that is through this recharging process. You're making progress, and somehow technology is helpful in this endeavor. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. Yeah, this is huge because, okay, so with feeling this not enoughness, you may have felt like you needed to show up in a different way, like than you are, to gain approval, acceptance, and ultimately dumbed yourself down. I feel like that is what this, like letting others make choices for you instead of you doing it, you taking the reins, I think may have been part of it was like a self-protective thing. And so as you are taking back your power, you're like, you're stepping into who you truly are. You're this authentic being that you are, because you are enough. You are put here on this planet for a reason. There's nobody like you. So you're owning that. You're claiming that. And you're like, okay, I'm going to speak about who I am, who I truly am. And this is a part of the healing process. And it takes a little time to work through the blocks, right? But that's why you're in this recharging process and you're making progress. Every day, every hour, every time you work on whatever you're bumping up against, you're getting a little bit further ahead. And there are still blockages. I mean, we're human. We have blockage. It's a part of being alive in this body on this planet. But you have something you're working with and you are making progress, and it has to do with self-expression and changing how you show up. Being your own champion. Champion. Yes. Okay. So you know what? Let's get a little bit of a little more whimsy into this. I'm going to pick some cards from the Oracle of E. Fun little deck. Loud and clear. 45. I better get glasses for this one. Can you hear me now? What about now? This is the time for telling it like it is. Get very clear in your intentions. Know exactly what you want to communicate. Self-expression. And trust that you are currently connected to the universal network. And just so you know, it's a lot bigger than 10 G's. Okay. And by the way, it says, and trust that you are currently connected to the universal network. Spiritual acceleration. You are going through spiritual growth, spiritual healing, and that may be the element, the key that was missing This showed up in another reading recently, but it's like you're gaining this new understanding because of some spiritual work that you are doing. Maybe that's a part of, it's like you exhausted all the other avenues of what can I do? How can I make myself feel better? How can I not be so I'm getting miserable. I mean, I think there was a period of time when you were quite miserable, but you're like, you're coming out of that and you're understanding yourself and how you're connected to everything and everyone in a whole new way. Hotline number 12. Isn't it nice to know that you don't have to do everything yourself? To know that there are unseen forces just waiting for you to give the word. Take a deep breath and know that whatever it is you need right now, guides and angels are lined up at your service waiting to take your call. All you need to do is ask. Yep, it's that simple. And sometimes I will, if I'm really struggling, I will literally say out loud, all right, who's ever there, who's ever listening, please, I need help. Please help me. Thank you. And actually, sometimes I will say it that way, but I try to remember to say thank you for helping me through this. Because then you're putting it out there that you've already received that help, or you're receiving it. You're not hoping and wishing that it might come. You're like, no, it's here. I have it. And one more. We've got superhero 31 again. 31 superhero. You're figuring out your why, your motivations. It's a part of your superpower. And it's a part of what is bringing you into this place of power. You're helping you reclaim your power. Right now, you've got superhuman strength. The truth is, you always do. But most of the time, you don't need it. Why bother? Everything's rocking along just fine. You are about to learn just how cool, how strong, how amazing you really are. Yeah, you're turning this not enoughness completely around. And recognizing that you get to be in charge of meeting your own needs. You're not putting that in someone else's hands anymore. And it's not a bitter kind of thing. Well, I'm just going to take care of myself because no one else will do it. It's not that kind of attitude at all. It's more like, oh, I can take care of myself. It's like you're recognizing, oh, I can fill my own cup. I can give myself the support and the encouragement and the appreciation that I've been wanting. And then you don't need it from anyone else. And you're like, yeah, okay, everyone's all good because I'm already giving myself what I need. And then if I get that, awesome. If I don't care. Whatever. Like it's not something that you are craving, clinging to, holding on to anymore. You're like, I'm good. I'm balanced. I figured my ish out. It's really cool. So let's finish. Yeah, I'm going to finish with a beyond. No, sorry. No, I'm not. I'm going to finish with a chakra card. Oh, we got self-expression again. Where did that happen? Where did that come from? Yeah, self-expression. So this is throat chakra, self-expression. Uh-huh. Yeah. The passion felt in me cannot help but be expressed as I use my voice to put my message, wisdom, and teaching out into the world. What I have to say is important, and I will say it. I now make myself heard as my heart and soul express through my body, eyes, and voice. I speak up. I love this. Yeah, it's coming through your heart and your soul. You're expressing yourself because you are in the process of learning to love yourself exactly as you are. And you're like, oh, this is me, and this is how I'm showing up, and I am awesome just the way I am. And I'm gonna tell the world about it. I'm gonna speak my truth. And make yourself heard. Make the choices for yourself that you weren't able to make before or haven't been able to. It's all changing. So awesome. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.